Well, let's have a look at your career and remind people of the journey that you went on, which started in extraordinary fashion with Ajax in 1994. And then it was off to AC Milan and Barcelona, where, as you're saying, right at the top tonight, 6 incredible seasons. And then you came to the Premier League in Newcastle, Valencia, PSV and Lille, when it finished with Claude Puel, incidentally, as Patrick's manager. And this was the trophy haul in that time. As I said, it was an extraordinary start because 94-95, not only did Patrick win the league title, but also the Champions League, scoring the goal, the winning goal, having come off the bench. I don't think he lost a game in that season. Then winning the title again, winning league titles with Barcelona and back at PSV as well. Let me throw up our first question of the night from Twitter. What was it like, Patrick, being part of the great team of 94-95 who went undefeated in the Dutch league and who also won the Champions League?
Yeah, it was, of course, amazing. I mean, if you're 17 years old and you can join the first team of Ajax, it's amazing. And, you know, if you see how the games that we played didn't lose one game, I think that is impressive that no other team in Holland ever succeed to win the league without any defeats. It's
amazing. And we put the team, the Champions League winning team,
yes,
of 95 on the graphic for you. Is this still talked about as one of the great Ajax sides?
Yeah, because now we're drawing how we played in ball possession. Because in ball loss, we didn't play like this. Then we played, of course, like this. But if we had the ball, we always created one man more on the midfield. And a lot of teams had a lot of difficulties in defending this because we grew up playing the ball really quickly between all the figures on the squad.
Patrick, you know what you've just mentioned there? I don't know if you noticed, but last week Man City did that with Fernandinho. He was playing centre-back when he didn't have the ball and then would step into midfield. So you talk about Frank Rijkaard, I think one of the absolute great Dutch players. Is that player almost the understanding of when he has to do certain things? Is he almost like the manager on the pitch? If you need an experienced player to do that, who has great understanding of what the manager wants?
For sure, you need to have an experienced player and also a player who knows before he's got the ball where he needs to play it. And it takes a lot of effort and football knowledge to play this position. Absolutely.
This is not a system that we very rarely see in football. You think of Ajax and maybe Barcelona with this system. Is this a complex system to understand, or is something like that just bred into you coming through at Ajax? Everyone knows exactly what they're doing?
Yeah, that's a thing that Ajax most of the time has more ball possession than the opponent. So that's also the starting position from Ajax, that how are we going to create an extra man on the midfield? And most of the time, as you see in a lot of teams, are the outside players who come from the sides in. But where is the most difficult and most dangerous part on the pitch? That's in the middle. In the middle here, you can directly be very dangerous for the opponent, as difficult is for the side, because on the side you can close in very easy, but on the middle, the player who's playing here, he can go right or left, and if you have an outside player, normally he can only go one side because the other side is going out. So we are training a lot of times like this.
You know, you had Louis van Gaal as the manager in sort of this setup, and obviously we've seen him in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Was it very methodical where in training you would have to be in a certain position? When the ball's here, you have to be here, you have to be here. Yeah. Or could you bring your own qualities to the game and move freely?
Well, from the defensive line and a little bit defensive midfield, you have sort of lines that you need to follow. But in the third part of the field, on the half of the opponent, he can't decide what the striker needs to do. Then you need to leave the striker, you know, his talent free, because he can't say in what situation you need to do something. Then you need to leave the four who are up front, Liedman in this situation, Overmars and me, Infinity. leave them free, because then it's the talent that speaks.